Hello and thanks again for joining me for another episode of Escape the Pacific. So we are currently out in the middle of the ocean. We are quite a fair way away from anything. Just going to be careful as we move around here. So there's not any land in sight. Just going to check the time now. Not sure why I'm seeing birds there, because it's only 5 past noon, so picking up straight after our last episode. It is still day 14. Usually we're going to see birds at sunrise and sunset, and you can use them to navigate. Now, I realised in my last episode I forgot to hammer in that roof. So we're going to have a try. And hopefully we don't sink the boat by doing it. So, I guess it's not super important, but we'll give it a try anyway. See if we can get up there. It's in a bit of a tricky spot because we've got the double roof. But we'll try and jump up onto here. There we go. Don't recommend trying to jump up on anything on your raft out in the ocean. Sometimes you get away with it, and then sometimes walking upstairs will make you sink. At least that's hammered in now. So we're just going to carefully drop down here. Drop down here. Go put our hammer away. Alright, close that up. And let's have a look. Alright, our compass is got a bit of glare on it. But we are still heading pretty much east. Now you'll notice now, when I bring the compass up, it automatically goes to the world map showing that cluster, and if we scroll that in, it doesn't go back to our cluster map. Right, and doesn't show us our islands. That means we have officially left the first cluster. We're no longer in that cluster. And so all we've got is the world map. So we can't use the sextant again until midday. We'll pop that away, but what we should be able to do now is we should be able to do the fast sail. Now you want to check your hunger and your thirst. Getting a tad thirsty, and make sure your plants are topped up, which we just did all these guys just beforehand, so they're not too bad. But you might have a quick drink. Let's open that. Don't need it all the way, we'll drink a bit of that. Close that up. And now we're just going to point down, we're going to hit Q, and we're going to sail until sunset. And off we go with a bit of a cinematic. So you can sail for a whole day. I'm not doing that because it's just after midday, and so by the time we stop, we'll overshoot the mark for midday on the next day and miss our chance to sort of use the sextant. So we're just going to go till sunset, and you can see down the bottom left, thirsty, tired, so we'll have a look here. So when you are fast sailing, your hunger and your thirst and everything will drain a lot quicker. So we are going to, salt and vitamin C is not too bad. Yeah, fruit's down. So let's delete one of these. And some salt. Alright. Eat one of them. Alrighty, so we'll have something to drink. Yeah, that water there's starting to go bad. But should be okay. We do have some bottled water if we need it. How tired are we? Okay. So now we could sleep until sunrise. I'm not going to because we don't really move when we're sleeping. Now, also I want to just check our sails because sometimes when you fast travel, your sails will reset. Seems they're good. Just double check that we're still going in an easterly direction, which we are. Now, before we do have a snooze, heard all them birds before. See if we can spot them. So the birds will also tell you which way to go. Let's hop up here. And I may have missed them. But at sunset, the birds are going to return to the nearest cluster where they're going to sleep on the rocks that we shoot them off. And at sunrise, they'll fly away from the nearest cluster. Here they come. So they are coming back, heading back to the cluster that we left behind us. So let's just check, make sure we're still heading east. We might be slightly off, just a little bit. But yeah, so they're heading behind us. Alright. Let's check out plants, give them a top up. Grab a bottle. We'll use this bad water. Pop the rest back in there. And we'll grab some soil. Top that up as well. Pop the rest back in. Pop our bottle away. Alrighty. Let's have another look here. Yeah. It's not too bad. Might just straighten up just a tiny bit. That should do us. Alright, so I'll close that. And we'll have ourselves a bit of a sleep. I'll sleep until rested. Not going to sleep all the way till sunrise because typically you don't move a great deal. But we're going to get tired again when we fast travel. So let's have a look. Got a bit of thirst coming up. Not too bad. So we are now going to press Q again and sail till sunrise. Get another little cinematic view. When you don't have to do the fast travel. Can sail the whole way manually. But does take a very, very, very long time. So you see we've got thirsty already. So the fast travelling, it does drain a lot of thirst and a lot of hunger and a lot of tiredness. You know, we're very thirsty. I don't know what that big patch is there. See that? It's just going to pop these sails down a bit. I've never seen that before. Right there, do you see that? Looks like a bit of sand. Alright, let's go have a drink. Alright, so still need some salt. Bit of salt, bit of vitamin C. Eat another one of these. We will... Guess we'll have ourselves... I'll eat one of these. Because these are starting to go bad. You can see that's put our health down one because it's starting to go bad. Now we go have a drink. And we're not too bad there. I want to go check out that. So I don't know if we can get to that. Or what it is even. I've never seen that this far out. And we don't get the option to look through our compass and mark any islands, so it's not an island. But I'm very curious. So we're going to go have a look. Looks like a sandbar or something. Very unusual. I mean, it could just be the sun on the water. But yeah, it looks like sand. Doesn't look like it's completely out of the water. Is it a whirlpool? Guess we'll find out. And that is very, very strange indeed. What is that? Just a whole bunch of foam on the water. Trying to flatten our sails out. That is weird. I have never seen that before. Should we risk going for a swim? Whoa, that is super dark. That is very dark. That is not land. That is very creepy. Wow. Well, I don't know what that is, but that is definitely quite strange. Definitely quite strange. Well, anyway, let's continue our journey, I guess. So now we need to get ourselves back on track. So we need to turn back around that way. So let's get ourselves turned back around. Get ourselves back on course. And keep heading out to the next, towards next cluster. Let's just see how we're doing. So still got a bit of turning to do. Very strange indeed. So, I've never seen that before. But if you guys are seeing something like that in between clusters, let me know. That was super dark underneath it. Just check. Can't really see my compass properly. Still got a bit of turning to do. Alrighty. So now once I straighten up, I'm just going to sail for a bit. So it's still sort of just on sunrise. Can hear the birds again. See them flying. They're flying away from the cluster that we just left. So still got a little bit of turning to do. So what I'll do is I'll straighten up and I'll just sail just on fast time until we get before noon. And then we'll check the sextant again and continue our journey from there. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave me a like or a comment down below. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I'll see you in the next video.